So we are about to drill into the strut. All the way through, baby. All the way through. Fourth one is done. If you guys have never used spring compressors before, this is how they work. Essentially what you do is you put that part on the top spring, or the top of the spring, top coil, and you put this on the bottom of the spring, and then you basically tighten them up with, I believe that looks to be like a 17 millimeter, maybe standard, who knows, but yeah, essentially just tighten it until it completely fully compresses. So those spring compressors really didn't compress the springs that much. They did like half an inch, if that, and they don't really want to go much lower. So, and even if I did, it would be a pain in the ass to take these two off once I get it up there. So I'm going a different route. So I found a way better way to do this. I'm actually putting the tie rod nut back in. So basically what you have to do is, I didn't realize this earlier, if you put the strut into the actual strut hole thing up top, you can actually did not think of that. So it gave me a lot more clearance. So I think that made my life a lot easier. In reality, I didn't need any of the stuff I rented. I didn't need to worry too much about it. I just didn't try it yet. So sometimes that's just how it goes when you build a car, or when you do stuff to a car. You expect it to take 8 hours and it's only going to take like 30 minutes. Sometimes you expect it to take 30 minutes and it takes 30 days. So we're going to open up the trunk. The trunk button is actually in the center console. Right. See it? There. What I'm going to do is put these nuts back on. Yeah, see all these lines? Oh my god. I figured out where the other seat bracket is. Right here. Lord, there's two of them right here that I can actually use. So yeah, there's the nuts. I'm actually probably going to take these lines out completely. These are literally to the rears, and they're easy to put back in if I need to. I'm going to put a rubber grommet right there just to seal up the hole and go from there. Yeah, there's that nut. The top of the strut. There's the other nut for the other top of the strut. Basically, just gotta get. So I got longer bolts that should fit way better. There you go. We're gonna have a lot more thread sticking back out on the actual bolt, so we can have the whole entire nut be on. Cool. So one down, 3 more to go. Gonna tighten that all up, but yeah, should be good. So basically, we do the same exact thing as over there. Do that. You should have all the space in the world through here. Okay, so that should be good. I'm gonna get the top. So I had to take a break and drink some coconut juice, or coconut water. It's so much better than water. So here's the part that I don't know for sure, but this is right, so hopefully it's the right one. Okay. Lay it down. I barely have room over here, but we're gonna make use of what we can. That's a 17. 17. Let's see if I can. Sway bar off. Let's see if it'll help. I finally actually got the front strut, or at least one of them, on. So I'm going to show you guys. So what I had to do, I actually had to take that bolt off on the frame, the subframe bolt, and I had to take, what else did I have to take off? To take the sway bar off, end links off, and to get so much leverage. Oh, and I had to use zip ties to hold this whole entire brake caliper, suspension, rotor setup about to right here, so that way I can have more room to work. And it kind of acted as like my third arm, so that really helped out a lot in getting the strut all the way from over here over and actually onto the suspension arm. So instead of taking the tie rods ends out, I take the sway bar off. And I was going to show you guys, so I've got the zip tie holding this up since I don't have a third hand, which I wish I did. So just to kind of keep it out of my way for now. I am basically done with putting all the struts in the car. I'm about to put the strut tower brace back on. I'm actually probably going to either take this off again and polish it or powder coat it. I think it would look really good powder coated, but we'll see. I literally just took the nuts off there. So these are 14mm nuts. Just go in there. Oh, that one's gonna halfway go. So with this nut being in the way, you're gonna have to put it like halfway in and then put it in there. I don't know why it's designed like that. It just is. I don't know where the other nut went. There it is. Other side's gonna be the same exact way. Gotta halfway go up, put it on, back down. So there you go. And all I gotta do is tighten those down. We should be good to go. Maybe I'll even drive the car today. Hopefully it is drivable after this. Everything should be good to go. Maybe I'll just drive it around the block just to make sure it gets driven, gets idling, oil just circulates through. I actually do need to do an oil change whenever my oil gets here from Liqui Moly. And yeah, I'm gonna do all the fluids. Basically, I'm gonna do the radiator fluid, oil, brake and clutch, and pretty much everything. Like literally every single fluid in this car, trans, diff, everything's gonna get done in this car and get replaced with everything Liqui Moly. Absolutely love everything Liqui Moly, and what better thing to use than in the Liqui Moly S2000. It is time to put the wheels back on. I just put the front on. I just started putting the lug nuts on. Yeah, so we're gonna literally put these wheels back on the car. Hopefully we can actually go drive it today, just to make sure everything's good. Suspension drives good, no issues whatsoever, and let's hope for the best. Also, the other day when I first got the car, it was several weeks ago, this was an issue. So the PCV valve and the little rubber housing that goes into the engine was broken. So I just replaced both of them with OEM and a brand new rubber PCV valve housing, whatever this is called. But put it in there. PCV valve goes right in, and this hose goes right back on. So close. Come on. Yep, there it is. Voila. So I'm done putting the wheels back on the car. I've got to just tighten the lug nuts once I get the car on the ground. Okay. I just cranked the Evo and the S2000. Evo hasn't been cranked in a couple weeks. S2000 hasn't been cranked in a couple weeks. The idle's good. The Evo is still trying to die. It's literally still trying to die. Yeah, it literally does not like not being cranked in a while at all. Maybe that helped a little bit. It's on the 85 too, so that probably doesn't help a lot, at all. So I'm gonna go take the S2000 around the block just because it's been driving good now. And I don't have any headlights or a front bumper, but it's okay because I'm excited to drive this car. Super, super excited to drive this car. And I forgot my GoPro halfway down the driveway, or halfway out the driveway. So everything drives good. Like, it actually handles decent. Like, I just did literally like a little eyeball adjustment to where I can actually just drive it and it doesn't pull to the left anymore. I definitely have to bleed that clutch because he said something along the lines of the rear brakes were replaced, but he never re-bled everything clutch wise, and the clutch literally feels like it has about 60%, 70% pressure, and the pedal travels about 1.5 inches, so it's not far. So I want to get it to where it fully comes back up, goes all the way down. But for now, thank you so much for watching that video of me putting the stock suspension back on, getting the car running a little bit better, and just taking us on a stroll around the neighborhood. It hit VTEC perfectly fine, warmed up perfectly fine, idled perfectly fine. So I think this car is ready to go back on the road. I need to go get it aligned. Just a few little things here and there. I'm gonna get rid of the intake filter and do an actual nice, decent intake filter. But yeah, besides that, and I've got to bleed the clutch, so that's huge. I'm just gonna go ahead and do all the fluids and just go from there. I guess that's it for now. I'll talk to you guys on the next episode. Peace.